On December 6th, we got a little bit of a surprise with a new trailer being dropped for Dragon Age, hinting towards BioWare's most anticipated games, Dragon Age 4. With this new trailer comes a new analysis video of the trailer mixed in with some theories over what the imagery can mean. Now, before we get into this, there won't be any footage from the trailer. I will have some pictures from the trailer, but no footage. When the trailer first started opening, I was thrilled to see. It was a callback to one of the trailers that we actually see in Dragon Age Inquisition with the flames and the smoke, and people who ended up being kind of petrified by the opening of the breach. But instead of it being people being petrified by the opening of the breach, it's the idol from Dragon Age 2. Now, is this the exact same idol from Dragon Age 2? Probably not. Looking deeper at the idol in the images, we actually see that they're almost identical in their imagery. However, we know for a fact that the idol from Dragon Age 2 was crafted into Meredith's sword. After it being Meredith's sword, it was then recrafted into Samson's armor. So the likelihood we actually see it being the same idol is slim to none. Who has to say it has to be the same idol? Who says it has to be only one of that idol? Why can't there be, say, 9 or 8? Scary thought, no? The way most of the trailer is focused around the idol places it at the center of the action. One of the coolest things about this trailer was the fact that as it transitioned from the hyper-realistic 3D model of the idol into a more fresco-like painting, which bared remarkable resemblance to the paintings that we saw Solas working on throughout Dragon Age Inquisition, was just beautiful. It called back to that very last scene in Inquisition when you're staring up at the frescoes and you see the barest hints of the one that he last started, with the Dreadwolf bearing down upon the world. One of the things that I noticed right away about the idol was the fact that it seemed to be placed within a barrier. Solas is reaching up towards it as if conjuring the barrier himself. Now, when I looked at this, I got ideas of all of the lore that we have around the Dreadwolf, especially Dalish legend around the Dreadwolf, especially how it is said the Dreadwolf sealed away the Creators and the Forgotten through trickery. Now, we know for a fact the Veil was formed by Solas to seal away the Creators. It is hinted at by the spirits that we encounter, the fragments of memory we see throughout Trespasser. Everything points to the fact that the Veil was created to seal away the Creators. We also know for a fact when the ancient magisters of the Imperium first set foot in the Golden City, it turned black with blighted corruption, and the blight was unleashed upon the world. What happened to the Void? The Void being where the Forgotten Ones are sealed away. What if the Void is close to where the Creators were sealed within the Golden City? Suspecting that the Creators are in the Golden City, and suspecting that this imagery here then has a relation between the Creators and the Void, with the idol being where the red lyrium is the corruption which has now seeped into where the Creators are sealed, the corruption of being that of the Void. We know the Void is very toxic, as legends of when Antrul entered the Abyss, stating that her body became so corrupted with the taint of the Void, she ended up having to have special armor constructed by Jehud. The lyrium idol is corrupted, as we can see, the red pointing to the Darkspawn corruption. From the original game, as I said, we know that this is from when the Imperial Magisters entered the Golden City and thus corrupted it through their hubris. We see the tormented figures reaching upward as if struggling to break free of this. It could mean a number of things in the end. The idol itself is, one, very beautiful, and two, the fact that it's being drawn back into the story, even if it is not the same idol that we saw, is pointing to it being more than just what we thought it was in Dragon Age 2, which was a very pretty idol that we could sell for a lot of money and could corrupt the minds of any who touched it. Now, if we actually take a look at the way Solas is portrayed in the imagery itself, he is highlighted by the sun, which is kind of a callback to the way the image of the Dreadwolf was placed in a mosaic at the temples. Instead of it being the sun in those mosaics, it was generally the moon that we could suspect that it was. And the way that he is highlighted there actually reflects almost perfectly with how centered he was in the mosaic. The wolf's head highlighted by the moon, Solas highlighted and centered completely within the sun. Even more interesting is the way the image of the Dreadwolf and Solus are placed. Solus's hand leads up through the idol and to the point of the Dreadwolf's nose. Even the way Solus's is standing, by being affected by the wind with his robes, is in flow and motion with the way the shadow of the Dreadwolf is moving, as if it is also affected by the wind. Then we have the face of the Dreadwolf itself, looking ready to consume the idol with the tip of the muzzle pointed directly down into the center of the barrier surrounding the idol. As the trailer goes on, we get only 2 lines, the same lines spoken to the Inquisitor in Trespasser. This is either going to be a flashback in Dragon Age 4 over what happened between Solus and the Inquisitor, or there is more meaning behind these words. It is speculated the main plot of Dragon Age 4 will be spent tracking down Solus and trying to stop him from destroying the world, either by killing him or convincing him our world is worthwhile after all. With the "I suspect you have questions," it really does feel more like a flashback there. The trailer closes with an end screen saying only Dragon Age and hashtag the Dreadwolf Rises. I would like to hear what you guys think over the trailer. What are your thoughts over the meaning behind the imagery and what Solus says at the end? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.